is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here, and we are going to do, because I'm waiting for my Injustice 2 to download. I got off work, man. I'm in a great mood. Today's been a great day. And I said, how do we top off an already great day? That's easy. Add some Kingdom chapters 425, 426, 427. 428 and 429 awesome sauce. I was told to do all the way up to 429 this video. My boy Quentin, whenever he says that something is gonna be awesome sauce and do a reaction that's that long, I listen to the man because the man knows what he's talking about. So we're in the like swimmer, guys. Let me grab. No, it's not around here. Screw it. We're in the like swimmer, baby. Let's do chapter 425. Proper emotions. Insolent cur! I'll have you know that I'm Kyoukai, nephew to the great King Sho from 3 generations past. Just who do you... And he gets wrecked. It's that sadistic bastard, man. I always know him as the guy... Just like my Xbox headset, man. He was holding a whole bunch of heads in that thing. Like, by the heavens. We make sure to take off his head. We'll need to confirm it later. Kanyo's burning. Yo, this is an awesome... This panel is beast. This panel is beast. So we get an overhead bird's eye type of view, but we get little small panels of their facial expressions while down there on the floor. Yo, this is an amazing panel here, guys. And, oh, this is a double page spread. Oh, thank God I went over. If not, I would have completely missed this panel. Hold on. Is this Roai? Roai-sama! The Juteki army has pushed back the enemies outside, and it seems fire is spreading within the city itself. By this point, it's only a matter of time. Yo, this bird's eye view panel's beast. Here we go, man. Loop 100 cavalry archers over to the left. Yes, sir! General Shokaku, the Haishin unit strategist, what are you doing here? It's dangerous. I thought that we'd be able to make it into the city. That's what I was thinking too. But no matter what we do, we can't get any further in from here. The enemies we're up against have been trained extremely well, both individually and in group-based tactics, and that's not something that can be easily achieved. Who on earth are they? Cavalry, forward! Break through the opening on the right. Once you're in, circle around to the left. Yes, sir. Have you been struck dumb by the power of the Juteki? For 100 years, we fervently waited for this day. Building up our strength, sharpening our fangs. A century ago you came with your armies, conquered our people, and annexed our land. To you, we may have been nothing more than one of the many backwater tribes crushed during your bid for expansion. But that was not the case for us. Everything that is taking place within those walls right now is simply our payback for the injustice our ancestors suffered at your hands all those years ago. And you see the flames going up. I mean, the dialogue goes perfectly with what's being shown here. Just complete and utter chaos. These guys are getting destroyed. You see women, you see soldiers, everyone's getting slaughtered. Surely you will find no issue with it. After all, we're only following your example. Oh my, man. You know, I love when they do stuff like that. I love whenever the antagonists or the guys that we're taking on always have, they always present the notion or the fact that, you know, they're just doing the same thing that we did. You know, it's like, you guys are the same thing, so you can't call us bad. We're just taking our revenge. You were the ones that did this first. I love when they do stuff like that, man. It's just a thing of mine. Damn it, this palace. The palace is one thing, but I got no clue where the harem is. Just where the... Look, those are the royal harem's guards. Where did the rebel army go? No, wait. That's the closest path to the royal harem from here. To the royal harem, you say? Yeah, that's right. We're the Haishin unit. We're on your side. Hurry up and tell us the king's children are in danger. If you head out through the right of that building, you'll come out of the gate. From there, which building are you talking about? Did Shin just get stabbed? The one to win will be Rofui-sama! You son of a... Oh man, no, Shin is out. Yo, he got him right here. Take him out! And then he gets wrecked by a whole bunch of arrows. But he's still alive, man. He wants Shin, son. He's on a mission. And this man is still stroking his beard, talking to Sei. Look at all these hands around them, man. It's like a freaking round in Zombies. Give me the Wonder Waffle and the ray gun, and it'll be in like swimwear. I must say you're not looking too well right now. Have my words perhaps touched upon a nerve? Yo, so what is Sei's response going to be to that amazing promo Rofui cut last chapter? Sei-sama, Rofui, your method will not bring an end to warfare. That's right, it will not. Indeed, nothing can bring an end to warfare. No matter what methods one may attempt, it is impossible to remove warfare from the world of man. Why are you so certain about that? In my youth, there was one time where I dabbled in trading of arms, and it was during that I bore witness to a great battle. The men and women who risk their lives in battle each do so for their own reasons. Very, very factual. There are those who fight for the sake of some great cause or ideology, those who fight for the sake of their comrades, or for the sake of the people they love. Those who fight simply for greed or profit, and those who fight in the name of vengeance. However, not a single one of them is wrong. Each and every one of their motives stem from correct and proper human emotions, and that is why conflict never ceases. That's facts! And yet to deny those emotions would be to deny being human itself. I gotta read that one more time, guys. And yet to deny those emotions would to be deny being human itself. Bruh. A most perplexing quandary, wouldn't you say? Even trying to quench one of these emotions, the yearning for revenge, is an exceedingly difficult task. As someone who grew up in Kanton, I'm sure your majesty is well aware of this fact. Warfare will never come to an end. They're sweating, man. It's okay. Purple orbs of light. If it's you, you can do it. Tell him with conviction that he is wrong. Yo, come on, next chapter. Come on. 426, man's true nature. Yo, I'm hyped. Sei is about to bring out a promo, son. Whatever is the matter? Could your majesty perhaps be suffering from numb legs like myself? Or is it that you have finally realized just how great of a mistake the path you intended to take was? This is a beautiful panel right here, guys. Does Rifui not see those lights? No, even the others aren't reacting. That purple light, it almost seems as if they're attracted to the king. Yo, dude, she's seeing his hockey straight up in the flesh. Your majesty? And then you see these hands come up from the ground, bro. Zombie style. This government that you speak of is something that will forever be bound by the rigid thinking of bureaucrats such as yourself. It will never strive to be anything more, Rifui. Yo, Rifui stroking the beard. Why do you say that? Yours is a reign that shies away from upfront conflict, and no matter how hard you try to sugarcoat it with clever rhetoric, there is one fact that will not change. The one thing your reign will accomplish is maintaining the current status quo. Even if you were to usher in temporary peace and share your wealth with the other states, the very moment all the other powers have built up their strength to a suitable level, China will once again be thrust into an era of martial conflict. This age of warfare, which will continue for 5 whole centuries, will ultimately continue ticking on unhindered. Sei speaking facts. Do not brush away the issue with what you believe to be the reality of the world. To guide the world towards a better future is the duty of one who governs, one who rules over others, wouldn't you say? And what, pray tell, would this future entail? Bring an end to the warring states, period, entirely. Absolutely absurd. I already told you, have I not? To make war as an expression of human nature, it is without a doubt a hallmark of human society. To reject that is to reject being human itself. If you cannot accept this reality and your efforts to rule, then the world will never be able to make progress. You're wrong. It is you and your ilk that have greatly mistaken man's true nature. Man's infinite potential for evolution. Shout out to Netero. It is true that man is plagued by greed. They lie, they cheat, they steal. Oh, mamacita. Yo, man, that Eddie Guerrero greatness, man. And it fits of hatred commit murder. I'll concede that these unsightly and brutal aspects are also one side of mankind. But you can be sure that it is not their true nature deep down. It is from your mistaken impressions that you presume men shall never be free of conflict. By operating under that mindset, no matter how hard your efforts, none of your actions can be considered as making progress for the human race. For you have given up on mankind itself. Yo. And it's because no one has ever realized this that China has been 500 years, has seen 500 years of unending warfare. And this man, his heart is being squeezed. Very interesting. If your majesty is willing to go that far, then may I ask just what exactly is mankind's true nature in your opinion? With no whitewashing, if you would please. Let us hear the words from the man who in the city of Kanton experienced what true darkness man is capable of. Please enlighten your humble servant. Yo, look at these hands, bro. Of course. After all, that was where I took my first steps. A safe flashback. Dang! Yo, someone... Is that Sei getting bodied like that? They're stepping on him, whacking him with bats, they're punching him. And you can see a perspective panel of how he's seeing it. Sei looks like how Sasaki Kojiro did when he was younger. One of the greatest flashbacks of all time. Kojiro's flashback, that is. Bro. Who is that? Is that a goddess? She looks like Kyoukai. Is that how Kyokai's gonna look like when she gets older? Bro, that's a goddess. Oh my god. Who is that? Who in the flipping flag nars is that? Wait, who? I'm getting a message. Get that message out of here, man. We're reading Kingdom. Who is this goddess? Bro, that gotta be Kyoukai when she grows up, bro. Yo. Hey, Sei is shook, man. I'd be shook too. Come on. Who is this? That can't be the Queen Mother. There's no way. Why? Kill that brat. I won't let you. What the hell is with this woman? Why? Why would she go this far for a complete stranger like me? Why in the world did you say, Sama, you can become a king greater than any other? So she dies? Just like that? Wait a minute, I feel like I've seen this before. Yeah, never mind. This was earlier on in the series. Yeah. I think I remember seeing this earlier on in the series because I recall the arrows and say moving forward like this. Yeah. I think so. I think I remember seeing this statement before. Or did I? Or am I mistaking things? I feel like I've seen this the arrow before. Yeah, I think I've seen this before. Is that of light? Bro. Right? They showed this woman before. Because I was thinking, you can become a king greater than any other. See the tears. I swear I've seen... Because this panel right here specifically of her firing the arrow. Unless that was in the flashback. Let me know in the comment section, guys. Let me know. I swear I remember seeing this before. I don't know. Let me know. I swear I've seen this before. Whatever. We continue. Is that of light? No, but if that's how Kyoukai looks like when she gets older, man. Goat. Oh, this is chapter 427. You look at this color page. I can't save it because I'm on the iPad, but still looks goat. I was told that on page 7, something about a middle panel we'll get there. If you have a target, then reach out and grasp it. Man's true nature is that of light. Wait, hold on. Okay, just for this chapter, I'm gonna have to go back to one page, because I was told specifically to talk about something on page 7. So, man's true nature is that of light. At the age of 9, I was whisked away from the city of Kanton by a certain group of black merchants. However, Izawa was relentless in his pursuit, and in the end, Shika, the leader of that group, gave up her... Oh, Shika! I swear, I've seen this before, man! But, you know what it is? Dude, because the thing is, man, I've been reading Kingdom for like a year now, right? Has it been that long? I don't even know. All I know is that I've been reading the series for quite some time, and I had not read a lot of that stuff in a while. So, like... A lot of that stuff, I swear I've seen this before, bro. The arrow, I swear, bro. Gave up her own life to protect me. Yes, yes, this panel right here, I swear. The time I spent together with her numbered only a few days, but it was within her. It was within her that I first witnessed the compassion and strength of, a person is capable of, as well as a powerful light. At first, I believed that Sheikah was unique, that the exceptional light I saw belonged only to her alone, but that was not the case. All the people that have fallen this far, whether it be Oki, Tuki. Bro, this panel is godly. Look at Oki and Dukio, the legends. Come on, man. Page 6. Seikyo, I will go. All the other nameless men and women, and we will so take me to those heights with you. Yeah, I've seen it before. I remember seeing that before. Though their form and their circumstances may differ, every single one of them died while furiously giving off the light that resided within them. Okay, so here is the middle panel. I was let me see. Yeah, page 7. And that light is then inherited by the next person, where it will go on to. And then it shows, and that light is then inherited by the next person. And it shows Sei, and then it shows Rui. Look at shit. You. I see like the middle panel. I see that she shook. So you're telling me that these three is that supposed to be like a symbolic thing? Well, I guess it is, because she is gonna carry on Seikyo's will. You know, the light that it will be inherited will be carried by her. But we know that way back then. This is an awesome panel, though, man. Look at this bottom panel of Shin, bro. And where it will go on to shine with an even greater radiance, dude. My boy got nailed by the slide, and he said, an injury? There ain't no injuries around here, boy. We going into like swimwear. Shin. Yo, she's crying. And thus people are connected together. Yo, she's in tears, man. Hold on, yo, hold on. Let me go back for a sec. Come on, dude. That's the one thing I don't like about the page thing. Man. Allowing us to look at this panel. Allowing us to work towards a better tomorrow. People fall to darkness because they have lost sight of the true nature of the light within them. Unable to find that light, they flounder desperately while suffering in agony, only to give birth to tragedy. And there is no greater cause of tragedy, no greater source of darkness than warfare. And now you see those arms, those hands come up. That is why I will abolish warfare from this world. Through martial might? Through martial might. I am one of the kings of the warring states period. It is my destiny to never be far from warfare, in which case I'll bring all of it to an end in my generation. And even if I shall be cursed as a tyrant, I will use my strength to create a China undivided, one without inequality, a unified China. If I can achieve, freaking Shin, say, if I can achieve that, I am sure that the generation after me shall know a world where man not need one another. And it shows freaking birds coming. This is an amazing panel. Yo, they're shook. Yo, he's grasping his heart like he's about to die. Rui's shook, man. She has tears in her eyes. She can't believe it. But this panel right here is godly, bro. This is an amazing dope spread. Dog, yo, say with the Frumos. Yo, look at Rufui. Oh, I thought Rufui was in tears. Rufui is a society that the world that we ought to aim for should either be. No, that's enough. There is far too much of a difference in our respective starting points. Too little in common to be had between the paths we each spoke of. I fear that even if we were to continue debating, we would never come to an agreement. But still, despite all that, you really have grown up to become a splendid man, Your Majesty. That's the respect, you know. Bro, Rufui and Sei have like this godly, like, you know, well, I can only say it like as a wrestling reference type of standpoint. But like, you know, greatness would happen whenever you had like Stone Cold and The Rock in the same ring, John Cena and AJ Styles, CM Punk and Daniel Bryan, El Generico and Kevin Steen, Okada and Tanahashi, Hogan and the Warrior, Hogan and Sting, flipping Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. You know, like that type of chemistry, that type of like, you know, you're about to get something epic when these two guys are on the same page, same panel. That's how I feel about Sei and Ryufui, man. Like you know you're about to get into some greatness when you have them in the same room. Like, truly, man. Like, you know, these basketball chapters have been incredible, dude. God. At any rate, I now understand that the resolve we hold for our respective paths will not be found wanting. All that's left is the question of which of us shall emerge the victor, and consequently on which path the state of Chin shall take its first step tomorrow. And the answer to that shall very soon be made clear from Kanyo. Oh, come on, man. Next page. I'm gonna turn it back to all pages. Man, dude, that was an amazing chapter. Just Sei's speech. I was wondering how he was gonna come back and comment what Ryufui stated. But man, yo, he came back with the fire! Cutting a promo of his own. Oh man, is that Sei's wife with her daughter? Right? If I'm not mistaken, it looks like them. This is an awesome panel. These unchanging memories that we continue to cherish. Chapter 428, running for your life. Every single one of these buildings reeks of women. What a place, the royal harem. The flesh of these women is softer than the others too. To have all this to himself, the king really is. Ruki-sama, Hanuki-sama, has left to search for the crown prince. Excuse me. We should hurry and find the princess. Yes, I know. There's no need to rush. After all, the king's children have nowhere left to run. This sadistic bastard. Shin needs to cut this guy's head off, bro. And I know that's regardless. I know I'm a sadistic bastard, but screw it, man. The shouts from outside are getting closer. Hurry up and open the door, Bikudono. Why has the stone been moved? Early this morning, I came down here to check if the door had been locked properly. Then, as a precaution, I placed a small black stone up against the door. And that small stone has clearly been moved. Someone must be inside there right now. Bikudono? No, we cannot use this passage. How do they find out? Yo, this guy is sweating, bro. He didn't pull out. He's an pull-out guy. Even the Queen Mother does not know of this entrance to the underground. Yo, he's sweating even more. You really didn't pull out. Could it be that I've been under observation for the past few days? What do you mean, Bikudono? Where else are we? Well. If it isn't Ko-sama and Rei-sama. It gladdens me greatly to see the two of you are unharmed. But we must make haste into the underground. Please enter. Bikudono! Stay back. Who are you? I'll have you know that I am Biku, an administrative official under His Majesty's direct command. I am Amin, a humble servant of the state in service of the audience hall. Now, please, we must be on our way underground. Allow me to guide you all. No, that's fine. The four of us shall be escaping outside. Do not follow us. Somebody brought out a knife. Ko-chan. Yo, did he just give his life? He gave his life in order to protect Ko. Run, Ko, man! Bikudono, Koala, keep him busy. Yo, she's stabbing. He's stabbing the hell out of this dude! Run! Oh, your leg is so swollen. Yo-chan, did you sprain your... Fine, let's keep going. Seeing as there are eunuchs that have betrayed us, some of the other girls might be on this too. If we don't hurry and get away from here, we'll be in danger. Yo-chan, Rei, it'll be fine if it comes down to luck and tenacity. Your mother and I won't lose to any of the other girls. You just do your best to keep on running, okay? Yo-chan, take my shoulder. No, it's okay. I'm fine, Ko-chan. Instead of worrying about me, take a look around. We're in the Kotai Gardens, the place where the two of us first met. Rei, I first became friends with your mother because we were both charged with cleaning these gardens. We spent all our time chatting instead of working, though. So we ended up getting chewed out almost every day. Useless wretch. You failed to shut them inside the underground passage! Yes, my apologies. It appears that BQ somehow realized just before he entered. So they got away? There's no need for concern. This is our territory. I'm sure we'll find him very soon. We'll find her very soon. Pass it on to Ruki-sama. Yeah, Ruki, I swear, bro. The palace girls must be familiar with that area too. Ruki-sama cannot abide failure. I'd advise you to steel yourself. Don't expect to be able to die a clean death. Please, no, just a little more time. I know where Ko and the others have gone. How so? In the past, the two of them were responsible for sweeping up this area. If you take into account how much you know about this region, it's possible to predict where they'll head to. Please be sure to have that lowborn wench die an appropriately painful death to rise above her station. Make sure your camera's okay. Next we go right, Yu-chan? Yeah, right. Then go forward 2 more blocks. The small alley and you'll come right up to Sante Street via the shortest route. Okay, now all we need to do is find the Kasho channel that runs through the entire harem. We'll be able to escape north via boat. Even if we were to hide, we'd be discovered eventually when the enemy mounts a careful search. Times like this, we need to prioritize putting as much distance between us and them as possible. At least that's what my father taught me. Yo, man, you see the horse coming up here? They're coming. No, it's this bastard, man. Yo, if I could do it, if you guys ever watch Channel Chasers from Fairly Odd Parents, I swear, if I could do it, man, I would jump right in here, yo, and I would. You don't even know, man. I know the rock bottom, bro. I'd freaking charge it up, man, tune up the tune, sweet chin music, son. I'd kick his head off, Kamui style. This bastard is on the way, yo. He better not touch him, man. And if he does touch him, Shin better cut off his head. Get back inside the alley we came through. Just run for the water channel, Ko-chan. I'll stay here and buy you some time. What are you saying? I'm not doing that. We go together. Listen to me, Ko. You said that you'd do anything to keep Ray safe, didn't you? Well, as one of the king's concubines and as a mother, you have to fulfill your duty. You're damn right. Now go, Ko-chan. Yo, Yu-chan isn't it? It's real. She's real. Yu-chan. Bro, I swear on all this holy road. I swear, dog. Yo, Shin better make it in time. Kyoukai, man, freaking 10. I don't care. Oh, man, it's showing flashbacks. Oh, I'm not... My chair. This chair has taken too many Kingdom chapters, man. It doesn't have much time left. Yo, if it falls, I swear. If I jump into the lead horse and manage to make a trip, I might be able to drag the ones behind into and trip all over them and trip them all over. Although I have my doubts it'll go that well, but at the very least, the one in the front is going to hurt, isn't it? You have no doubt about that. We'll still need to be worrying about that. Ko-chan, you know, even though we're best friends, I also think of you as like a sister. Yo, she's crying. Yo-chan's about to die. No, man. When I was 5 years old, my one and only little sister passed away from an illness. And I think that just maybe I've seen a bit of her in you. Keep running until the end, Ko-chan. Please, oh heavens. Damn it. Oh! Even if it's just those two, please keep them safe. Yo-chan! Yes! There is a God, ladies and gentlemen. There is a God. Bro, Shin comes right in and he cuts him off. Yes. That broke my heart. My heart, dude. By the gods. Yo, Shin. Man, you're one gutsy palace girl, I gotta say. Dude, I gotta pull it out, man. I gotta pull it out, bro. That was godly, man. That was godly. Come on, next page. Next chapter. Come on. Yo, bro, Shin. Thank God. Yo, the way they built that up was incredible. We see Shin on a horse. Bro, this man leaped! This man double jumped, Halo style, and he flew over there and sliced him right in half. Everything's gonna be okay now. The sight of this back, like a powerful light driving away the tide of despair, a commander's popularity. What are you saying? The horsemen are nearly... Yo, Shin don't care, bro. Shin don't take him out. Yes, bro, Shin, kill this guy, bro. I don't like him, man. Shin, bro, take him out. Go into, like, swimwear. Let's see some greatness. Let's see what the future great general of the heavens is gonna do here, folks. He's targeting the... They're clashing. Kafuruki. Yes, sir. Yo, he's taking them all on by himself. He cut off his head. Oh, so now you're sweating, guy. You remember you didn't pull out either. He cut off his hand. Yo, Shin is taking all these dudes by himself, bro. This is like freaking Luffy and Fishman Island, yo. Does he want this? Problems? Oh, conquer Saki. Shin! My arm is... Ruki-sama, how dare you? Don't worry. They're my men. Shin! Captain! We're coming right now. You bastards. Did they really ditch you and like it? You're never popular with your soldiers, are you? You're a far cry from our boss. That's for sure. You're a far cry from our boss. Oh, you're all right, Shin? Yeah, I'm okay. What about you? What about Denyu? We ran into some servants that... Yo, is my camera okay? Bro, I don't even know anymore. Crap. My chair, bro. We ran into some servants that had been in hiding, so we left him in their care for the meantime. Don't worry, he's not the type of guy who would croak it from a couple of arrows. Yeah, do you know how we were able to catch you all the way out here? Well, the fact that your group was the only one who had rushed straight for this palace helped too. But most of all, it's because you killed way too many damn people. All we had to do was catch you. All we had to do to catch you was follow this gigantic trail of corpses you left behind. What are you so angry about? Isn't killing a given? Isn't that the right given to those who possess an army? You say I killed too many. What, are you a saint? If you were a man on the battlefield, then you should have felt it too. And he punches him right in the face! The thrill of slaughtering masses of people as if you were squashing bugs beneath... Dude! Yeah! Bro, Shin said... And he nailed it. Thank you, bro. I swear, I've wanted this guy to get punched for like 30 chapters. And Shin delivered it, man. Dude. You don't deserve to get your head cut off by the goat himself, man. Get punched in the face, dog. Man was pissing me off. Yo, he went flying. Look at this. He said, yo, he's still going. Don't lump the rest of us together with you, you say. Shin! Yo! Wait, why haven't you killed this scumbag already, Shin? He really is run to the core. No, we can't. We have to capture as many of their officers as possible so we can expose Rifu is the true culprit behind this whole mess later. So go and stop his booty and Kyoukai. Sure you didn't kill him with that punch? Kocha. Oh, man. Yo, she survived, Ko, man. Yu-chan. Thank God. I really thought you were going to die. I thought we were... Ko-chan. It's been a while since we last met that plain-looking palace girl. So this must be Sei's daughter. Yo, Shin and Sei's daughter, dude. The princess? How could you be? Were you scared? Why does she look like 10? She looks like 10, bro. Looks like your face is the only thing you share, but his bravery, too. Do you know who I am? My name's Shin. And I'm your dad's best buddy, dude. Oh, man, this is such a feel-good panel. He just throws her over the shoulder, dude. Yo, shit. Like, this panel right here, yo. Man, yo, this is beautiful. But this panel right here really reminds me, or really shows me how much he's grown since the beginning of the series, man. Shit, I named Shit, and I'm your dad's best buddy. Phew. At any rate, thank the gods we made it to you guys in time. Yo, I'm resetting, I'm continuing. I don't know, man. Injustice is done downloading, man, but I gotta read some more Kingdom, bro. I gotta read. Yo, that was such a feel-good chapter, dude. Yo, shit, yo, the face. Because, he really has, like, living, he's grown so much. Shin has truly grown, man. Shin greatness, guys. I mean, I say this every single time I come on here and do these reactions, but it feels like every single arc, I end up loving this character even more than the last arc, man. That's a testament. That's truly is a testament, man. When you get to really like a character more and more as the series goes on. Like, man, yo, and it's gold, dude. Like, yo, that chapter was gold. Like, whatever. Let's continue. But the way that he's your dad's best buddy, yo, that was such a feel-good panel. Seems like some other group has managed to secure the crown prince. This spot has a pretty good view, so we'll set up around here and keep you guys guarded. But we'll go over possible escape routes too, just in case something happens. I'll be heading outside. Haido, Kyoukai, take care of these three. No problem, we've also secured the underground passages. There are plenty of ways out. You're going out even with that wound? You know, don't underestimate Shin, man. I thought that Ten would have made her way into the city and shut the gates by now, but she hasn't yet. At the end of the day, if all the enemy soldiers outside the city walls manage to get inside, Kanyo's still gonna be screwed. Everything comes down to the battle going on outside right now. Come on, man. Yo, I see 10 on the bottom. Kamo and Kai and Sama have both fallen. The Shuko unit has almost been. Our center has lost nearly all semblance of formation. If we do not fall back and recoup ourselves, I fear we will be completely wiped out where we stand. We cannot afford to retreat. The only reason the enemy army has remained outside Kanyo is because we are here. Then when we back off, they will pour into the city and shut the gates. If that happens, everyone inside Kanyo is finished. We have to hang on no matter what. Incoming enemies, protect the general. Don't let them near the general. Cardio 10, get back. Damn it, there's only two possible ways for us to save Kanyo. We have to either make our way inside the city and shut the gates, or someone manage to slay the enemy commanders, which will give us the opportunity to reverse the scales on this battle. The problem is, the enemy is aware of this too. The commanders have retreated to the rear, and the areas near the city gates are all heavily defended. General! Denkai, go help the general! Damn it, somehow, I need to find us a way out of the situation. Otherwise, all the blood, sweat, and tears that have gone into seeing Sei crowned and the state of Chin reborn. Yo, I gotta read this again. Otherwise, all the blood, sweat, and tears that have gone into seeing Sei crowned and the state of Chin reborn will all have been for nothing. New enemies have headed this way. What the hell's that? Run forward, Cardio 10. So the blade of my axe has arrived. Crush them like the ants they are. Hurry, Cardio 10. Bro, what is 10 doing? The sound of that trumpet. Shin. Wait, Shin's not gonna make it back there in time. Rang out over the heads of all who were present at Kanyo. Its clear tones reaching out to every single person there. What trumpet? Well, what the hell's going on? Crush them like the ants they are. And then you see like some trumpet sounding. And we're not seeing Ten's face. And then Shin is shook. It's like, what's that? That's an awesome Shin panel, by the way. It looks like Ichigo in that panel. Yo, 10 is shook. 10 is shook. Bro, Shohei-kun. Bro, because I was like, wait a minute, these guys look familiar. I switched the panel like this and I saw my boy. Yeah. Bro. Is there reinforcements from the west? Dukes of the west, enemies have appeared behind us. I can see that. Bro, I'm sweating. Though we have not arrived too late. The situation is extremely dire. I guess the enemy's 30,000, but we have 10,000. But we have 1,000 cavalry. Speed will be of the essence. That's exactly right. Let us be off. Whoa! Here they come. Hurry and assume formations to the rear. 600, 700. There's only around 1,000 of them. There's nothing to fear. Our rear guard shall take care of them. No, the rear will not hold by themselves. Send word to Hamui and Noko. Call them back, Duke. If we assume those men came from the city of Yo, where the crowning ceremony was taking place, it would be safe to say that they will not be your run-of-the-mill army. The fact that it only took them half a day to get here means they must have had replacement mounts prepared beforehand. That's factual. They've already started the charge. What, so soon? They plan to hit them before the enemy can finish taking up their formations. Cardio 10! Is it true that the reinforcements led by Chief Shohei-kun has arrived? You have no doubt about it. The trumpet just now was Kyoku Sensei's conch. He's one of his sensei's vassals. Yo, the conch, man, the magic conch coming in clutch. So Navario's four pillars really has it defected, but they've only brought around 1,000 troops. It doesn't change the fact that the enemy outnumbers us. What? But if it's Sensei, I'm sure he'll figure out something using only those two. Only using all those 1,000. Cody will break off to the right. Yes, sir, on me. Hurrah! He's in a detachment to the right. Yo, is my camera still okay? Flag nerds. Shohei-kun, commander-in-chief of the entire Chin army, I have no doubts that this man is a genius when it comes to strategy and tactics. But I have never heard of anything when it comes to being a frontline general in the thick of fighting. The question is, how will he be able to perform when he is taking part in the battle himself? His decision to lead our charge personally so as to inspire our soldiers is impressive. That's enough. You can fall back now, Shohei-kun. What? Wait, Shohei-kun, get back behind us. What are you trying to do? Aim for that fancy-looking guy on the right. There's no need to worry. Were you not aware, your lordship? Back in my Lord Shohei-kun's youth, He was even stronger than the great General Mobu? He was even stronger than Mobu. What the flip? Bro, next page. Next page. Come on. This man is stronger than as Astro in his youth. Mobu? How do you just casually throw a line like that? Mobu! But what is going on with my camera? Is it okay? Who cares? Yo, he slid under. Look at this panel! He's like, woo, you missed that! Yo. Dude, the enemies from the rear, their advance cannot be stopped. They're making a beeline right for our HQ here. Rotated men over to the bulk of up the rear. It seems choosing to hide ourselves back, far to the back, away from the Chin forces, as instead come to bite us in the ass. These men are crack troops. Don't expect to be able to stop them that easily. Hit them in their flanks to slow down their advance. Yes, sir! This man is taking heads off. Unbelievable, unbelievable. I never would have thought Chief Shohei-kun was such a force to be reckoned with on the battlefield itself. If one were to be generous, one could say his martial prowess is on the same level as Sir Mobu. And at the least, it cannot be denied that his intellect is on par with Riboku. Bro, that's like an ultimate soldier. When your skill, when your prowess, your martial prowess is on the same level as Mobu, and yet your intellect is on par with Riboku? By the gods, guys. I mean, what more do you need? Bro. The only thing else you would need is like the will of Shin. Is Shin's will. Bro. The very thought gives you goosebumps. Damn right it does. Especially if one were to imagine if my Lord Shohei-kun were to have matured in Shu, the land of his birth instead of our Chin. It's only right there. Yeah, bro, because then he flipping would have been against them. Oh my god. Enemy cavalry from the right. They intend to hit us on our flank. Not a problem. Koryu will take care of them. The detachment was sent to the right earlier. They came back. That was the mission given to the Koryu unit. With this, the enemy has become the one with their belly chewed in twain. What? The Noku unit on our left has been wiped out in an instant? It can't be. Order the Hamu unit on the right. Has he still not arrived? Sir, he should almost be back. Yo, it's this guy. Rumble, the 800 cavalry of the Hamu unit has returned. Good, have them charge down the right and hit the enemy's left flank. Yes, sir. The Chin do not have another detachment to cover their left flank. Left more enemies coming along the city walls, and there's a lot of them. So this time they're after our left flank. 200 men of the Heki unit on me. We will stop the enemy here. Hold, Heki. There is no need for that. Get ready to begin the What's going on? Who's that? Yo, his armor, he looks like a general. Who the hell's that? A cavalry unit clothed in black just came out of the city. Aren't those the soldiers under the chiefs? So they were still around after all. The Hyoshiga Black Cavalry Corps. Look at these guys. They just look beast. With this, the walls on the left and the right have been completely set up. Yo, what's this even? You're tagging along, Moki? This is the battle in which Shohei-kun is personally taking command. How could I ever forgive myself if I did not witness it with my own eyes? Fair enough. Speaking of which, Kyoku-sensei, this is the Hodai stratagem, is it not? What's going on? Some black cavalry came out of Kanyo. Are those the same soldiers who were guarding the front gate? Did they break out of the city in response to the chief's arrival? They completely secured a path down the center. It must be Hodai that they're going for. General Shokaku, please immediately give the orders for all surrounding troops to dissolve their formations and create a wall of soldiers towards the front. What? What in the blaze are you talking about? We're in the middle of a pitched battle and surrounded. The moment we break formation, we won't be able to last even 15 minutes. Just as the general says. We won't need to hold off for 15 minutes. Even if our tiny force were to endure for another 15 minutes, we wouldn't achieve anything. Everything will be decided in one instant. We have no choice but to entrust everything to Chief Shohei-kun. I cannot accept this. I I saw 5,000 men fighting for their lives under my command. How could I gamble all of them on a ploy that I had not the slightest understanding of? Though I may be the high Shin strategist, I am also one of Chief Shohei-kun's students. General Shokaku, I completely understand what you are saying. As a commander of men, you are not wrong to think that. But right now, I beg you to please trust me on this. Please trust Shohei-kun. The so-called Orai stratagem involves creating walls of soldiers to the left, right, and rear of an enemy commander, so as to entrap them. This is followed by a surgical strike straight down the center to take off the enemy's head. Normally, it is utilized in grand large-scale battles, but on this occasion, my Lord Shohei-kun hopes to achieve it with the small number of elite units we have available. But we do not have a wall of infantry to block off the enemy's rear, do we? There's a battle going on behind the enemy commander right now. It's not perfect, but we'll just have to treat that as one of the walls. Granted, it's not as reliable, but at least it's better than nothing. What's going on? He stopped. What's going on? 10. Raise all the flags and banners we have at our disposal. There's no need to force yourselves forward. Just hold your positions and maintain formation. Make sure the rear holds too. What? A wall of troops has been erected behind them? Ah, it's like you're over there too, Kanyo 10. The setup for horror has been completed. There's nowhere left to run for you to run to, Juteki. With this, you are finished. Bro. Son. No. Come on. For the love of all that is holy, guys. Is my camera still working? Let me see. Okay. Charge. Kill them all. Because my camera, dude. I was so hyped to read Kingdom, I just took it off. Like without even checking the battery or anything. I'm surprised this thing's still running. The enemy's advance cannot be stopped. What are our men in the rear doing? They might only number 1,000, but our HQ won't hold if they hit us. Haven't our reinforcements on the left and right reached them yet? Our troops on the left have been blocked by the enemy detachment, while the Hamui cavalry on the right are busy dealing with those black armored horsemen. And now a wall of enemy soldiers has appeared behind us, blocking off our escape. Damn it, where did they muster the strength for that foe from? Duke, we should escape towards the left or right. If this keeps up for much longer, they'll be right on top of us. How much longer is it going to take, Kanyo 10? Hang in there, everyone. It's almost over. All we need to do is hold out just a bit longer, and Shohei-kun's blade shall reach Duke Juteki's throat. Yo, this is supposed to be a beast fight, man. Shohei-kun and Duke Juteki. Decisive dusk. The one is upon us, warriors of Chin. There will be no other chances to set up this trap if we fail here. This is the one and only chance of victory that the gods have given us. Failure is not allowed. One shot is all we need to bring him down. Even if our flesh were to tear and our bones to break, we will take Duke Juteki's head. Oh, even at times like this, he is still able to inspire the soldiers to even greater heights. Duke, please escape at once. We will do our best to buy you some time. Please use it to escape through the sides. So long as we can overcome this, our victory is all but assured. Wateki-sama. By this point, it is too late to try to escape. Even if I were to try it, and I imagine we would simply be repelled by the walls of troops and then struck in the back. The enemy should also be well aware that this is their only chance of turning this battle around. Taking into account how extraordinary these foes are, I doubt they'll be so foolish as to screw up this gambit. Duke! Wateki-sama! It is custom of the Juteki to elect the strongest man as the king of the people, is it not? Tell me, all of you. Do you doubt the strength of the current Juteki king? The one true lord of our people? No, sir, we believe in you, sir. Our lives are yours to spend, Duke. Then follow me. Our hope of survival does not lie to our rear. What? What's wrong, Kanyo-ten? Duke Juteki is... Move, make way. The Duke himself is taking onto the field? The enemy commander is moving out. They're heading right for us. Head on. What did you say? The only method of escaping the Horai's trap is to move forward straight past the assault and through the center. If we do not manage to kill the Duke on the first pass, he will escape back into the sea of enemy soldiers behind us. Is the enemy confident that he can weather the clash between our two forces? It would seem the enemy is quite the courageous fellow. 'Tis nothing but dumb courage that repels him. How kind of him to save us the time of having to chase him down. Shohei-kun! Strength in the front, here we go. Smash them aside. Feel they're clashing. Die. Heke! Budai, yes sir. This rebel army is nothing but a hodgepodge gathering crap, with little holding it together. Now that Hanoki has entered Kanyo, the moment I am slain, the whole thing will fall apart. When that time comes, your officers must do whatever it takes to escape from here alive. It will be your duty to pass on our stories and stoke the fires of vengeance from the future generations of the Juteki people. And when another century has passed, Shohei-kun, the blood of the Juteki shall boil up once again. Wateki-sama, I shall send you to meet your ancestors, warrior of Chin. Bro, here we go. The clash. And the clash! Shoei-kun took off his arm. This bastard, he was aiming for my arm right from the start. So whether it be brains or brawn, I am no match for him. Truly a monster. He cut off his head. I thought it was going to be more of a battle. Bro, Shoei-kun he took off his arm. The spear falls. And then he said, Shoei-kun. Bro, he real deal came up to there, cut off his arm, and turned around and said, Young on horse! Dog! Wateki-sama! Kaihoku, Dujuteki of the rebel forces, has just been felled at the hands of Shoei-kun, Commander-in-Chief of the Shin Army. Bro, Shoei-kun! This is the Shin Army's victory. Oh, yo, they won. Oh. Yo. This is the Shin Army's victory. Dog, look at this panel. He comes in. Look, I can't stress this panel right here, dude. They clash. He cuts off his hand. And then cuts his head off. Like it was nothing. Like it was water. Shoei-kun. This man real deal might be... No, he is on the level. He's on that level. He's on that level, son. He is on that level. Duke Teki even said right here. So whether it be brains or brawn, I am no match for him. Truly a monster. Yo, I gotta charge my camera, bro. I'll be back. Dog. Alright, guys, I got some time. And dude, it's really late at night, but I couldn't wait, man. I could not wait till tomorrow morning to read some more Kingdom, bro. Let's do this thing. Yo, Shoei-kun, man. As they witnessed the fragmentation of the rebel army, a sense of relief begins to spread amongst those at Kanyo. I mean, how could it not? How could it not? Chapter 433, Collapse of the Plot. Alright. General Shokaku, please immediately give the orders for the soldiers to dissolve the wall we made earlier. Though Shoei-kun may have successfully slain the enemy commander Duke Juteki, the difference in numbers between the two sides still lay overwhelmingly in favor of the rebels. Furthermore, the Shin forces' top priority was still to free the city of Kanyo itself from the grasp of the rebel army. Hence, Ten swiftly gave the order to dissolve one of the walls entrapping the enemy, so as to lure the confused rebel army into routing of their own will. A gap has opened up, baiting the enemy into escaping before the officers can reimpose order. Your reactions have become increasingly quicker, Cardio 10. Spread out and prod the enemy from the rear. Yes, sir. We must escape. A path has opened to our east. Everyone retreat. Stop. Do not be misled. That just now was the enemy. Nobu's army has returned from the front. We must fall back. The Kanki army's coming too. Escape to the east. Run for your lives against this rebel army. Yo, the Kanki army. The Hanoki and Juteki armies. Where has Hanoki-sama gone? Is Wategi-sama really dead? As well as the 10,000 conscripted soldiers who were ultimately nothing more than a ragtag gathering. Due to all this, the very moment that anything resembling defeat took shape. Like hell, I'm dying here. The whole rebel army instantly dissolved into an unstoppable rout. Real eye, bro. This dude is shook. His eyes are open. You did not expect this. But why? It still looks like as if our forces outnumber the enemy. Oh no, they're coming this way. We must pull back. Head east. We must escape back to the state of I. About turn. Roai-sama, please get back on your chariot. What are you doing, sir? No, not the east. We go west to the city of U. I promised her to meet her there. I'll be waiting for you. Roai. I promised that I would take Kanyo, and then I would meet her in U. I promised Her Highness the Great Mother. You gotta respect his determination, man. Your Highness, inside Kanyo. So this guy right here, man, both of your main dudes got wrecked. How do you feel about that? One by Shin, who got freaking destroyed, and then the other one got beheaded by Shoei-kun. So we received word that our forces outside are retreating. Hanoki-sama, we should also head back out. Curse that Shohei-kun. Do you think that he even thought as far ahead as to assign his elite black cavalry to safeguard the crown prince? And now our forces outside have been defeated as well. Truly a veritable mountain of miscalculations on our part. It would seem my chance of rising up to a better station has gone up in smoke. We're pulling out. Send word to Ruki and his men too. Yes, sir. Oh man, dude, it's just a panel of the aftermath right here, man. It's the sun is setting. And you see everyone in the royal harem just so happy, and you see Ko right here, man. This is a beautiful Ko panel. I might have to save this. Just looking out and crying, man. After all they went through, man. She almost lost Yu-chan, man. Here comes the goats, man, here to collect their victory. Shobun-kun, what about Sei's coming of age ceremony? What happened? Shobun-kun, no need to worry. We had to rush through a few parts, but it was successfully carried out from start to end. Then does that mean, with Kanyo now out of danger as well, we'll be able to trace the rebellion back to Rufui? That is to say, Rufui's fall from grace is all but assured. This can't be the end of Rufui though, man. I refuse to accept it. This is Rufui we're talking about here. Do you mind if I ask you one question, Shohei-kun? Why did you betray Rufui? Honestly speaking, if it weren't for your cryptic message tipping off 10 a while back, Sei would be finished right about now. I also consider myself to be a man who dreams of the unification of China. And it is my belief that the current king of Qin is a man capable of making that dream a reality. You're damn right. That's our Sei. That's our Sei. The ones who were fighting the most were us, his vassals. But still, our lord Shohei-kun was willing to risk everything he's achieved thus far so as to be able to serve under his majesty. You're damn right, man. If that is my boy, his dreams, and you know, Shohei-kun looked out and he looked to Sei as a person that could make these dreams a reality and decided to serve him even at the means at all costs. He went out there, even before all of his soldiers were behind him. He, as a general, took for it and he went right in there and started going ham. Shohei-kun, man. He seriously saved our asses this time around. Speaking for the Qin King Sei, you have our thanks. Well, not that I really felt an enemy vibe coming from you anymore since the whole Sai thing, though. Looking forward to working with you from now on. Wait, why are you the one representing His Majesty? Why, who do you think you are? Anyway, what about the rebels that got away? Are we just gonna let them run all the way back to Ai? You changed the topic so fast. We have recalled Kanki's army from the Zhao front. We expect him to engage and wipe them out near Kankoku Pass. Kanki. Yeah. Dude, are we switching over to Kanki? Oh, no, we're not. Shobun-kun, what is it? Let's hear it from your mouth. Now that Sei has officially been crowned and Rufui getting locked up is just a matter of time, what does it all mean? This is His Majesty's. I'm afraid I was not taught anything in Kanton. I should be counting on your guidance, Shobun-kun. This is, ever since His Majesty first ascended to the throne, this 9 long year struggle against Rufui has at long last ended in His Majesty's complete victory! You see the tears, man! The 9-year-long struggle, guys! It's hard to believe that it's been 9 years, bro. It's really hard to believe. Chapter 434, the Star of Defeat. Having entrusted their fate to the heavens, the city of Yu sits enveloped in the silent night. The Star of Defeat. Rui. Give me 1 second, bro. Holy sweet mother of Flagnards, man. Holy. This arc, dude. Rui. That appears to be one of Rufui's messengers. Make way, I bring urgent news from Kanyo. Here he comes, you're right. Make way. Chancellor of the state, I bring word concerning the result over the battle at Kanyo. And you see him, and he's stroking the beard. Rui, the Queen Mother. Pay no heed. Speak. Sir, the state of Ai's rebellion has ended in a failure. Kanyo remains standing. The rebel forces have been routed and are currently withdrawing to the north. They're shook. You didn't expect it, man. My boys took over. And this panel right here on the bottom, showing Rufui and Mr. Sei. Are you absolutely certain of this? Yes, sir, without any doubt. Sei-sama, Your Majesty, news from the battle at Kanyo. We've already heard the conclusion. What of Kanyo itself? Sire, the rebels managed to enter the city itself. Both civilians and the buildings have come under attack from the rebels. Furthermore, enemy troops have invaded the royal palace and harem. They made into the harem. However, the Crown Prince Fususama and Princess Rei-sama are safe and sound, together with their respective mothers. Of this we can be completely certain. I see. Oi. Queen Mother? The Queen Mother? What about Ro-ai? Where is he right now? Ro-ai, the leader of the rebellion? There are many reports of him being slain. It's highly probable that he is returning north with the rest of the rebel army. Forgive me. And she just throws him on the floor. And she falls. I'd never have thought you would show this side of yourself. Your Majesty, let us do away with discussing the results for now. It would seem our little match has finally come to its conclusion. From Ryufui's mouth. So it would seem. I see. So it is I. So it is I that has lost. 9 years, bro. 9 years. And here he is he's holding the money. Or should I say, it is I that has been completely defeated. Flag nurse, what happened? Come on, load the page. I gotta switch this. I gotta switch to all pages. Money, the money. Where's the money? Right here. Or should I say it is I that has been completely defeated? It's not loading the last 2 pages. It says there's 2 question marks. Come on, man, don't leave me hanging. I gotta see what happened. 15. What should I say? I was about to stop reading. No, it's not happening. Several days later, the rebel army, which had been made retreat past Rukaku, passed the Garko army, and were utterly decimated. Scrape out his eyes and cut off all his limbs. Nor can't do, boss. It's the one thing the chief specifically stated that we can't do. Gotta have a living witness and all. As for Ro-ai, he was captured alive and sent to Kanyo, where he would once again reunite with the queen. Kanki, they were decimated. All right, I think this is it. I think this is gonna be the last chapter of this live reaction, man. Holy flag nerds. Chapter 135, the coup's finale. Such is the fate of a man who chose to shoulder infamy, all for the sake of fulfilling the promise made to his beloved. Freaking Karin, man. I feel like I haven't seen her in years. Those idiots from I actually failed? Kenshu, border of Gento. Karin army versus combined Mobu army. Mobu! And just when I was about to seriously give Mobu's darling little boy a good spanking too. Moten. Critical seems we're pulling out. What the hell for? It's not like we're losing or anything. The messenger said something about our paymasters being defeated. Either way, we're withdrawing from here. The hell's that huge ass woman playing at? They're falling back. The true forces are falling back. Looks like I and Chu had a deal going on after all. Yep, no doubt about it. I know that Chu's invasion coincided with Ai's declaration of independence. With this withdrawal, it's pretty much confirmed. Hang on a sec. Are you seriously claiming that Chu would actually march their armies all for the sake of some pissant little state like Ai? True, it does seem to be overdoing it slightly. Not so, that is simply just how important this entire affair is, man. Yo, Ohan and flippin' Moten! In fact, the very failure of this revolt might have led to some earth-shattering changes in some place that we are not aware of. You refer to Rufui? And it is they who have been defeated, Ohan. The state of Qin is about to enter a brand new era. A brand new era. Kanyo. You see people shook. After being transferred to Kanyo, Ro-ai fully because all that transpired to him thus far. Even the fact that he was originally smuggled into the harem as a fake eunuch. Under Rufui's directives, everything was laid bare by Ro-ai. At least everything except for one certain aspect of the rebellion, and that was Ro-ai claimed that the forgery of the royal seal, the subsequent theft of the queen's seal, and the usage of it to raise an army for revolt was all a plan that he had devised. And as his Ro-ai firmly maintained that the entire coup had nothing to do with the queen mother, he still is protecting her. That's love, man. That's love, son. And that he himself was responsible for everything that had occurred. And so it was that Ro-ai was just guilty of committing the most heinous of all crimes in Chin law and was to be executed by being pulled apart by teams of horses. Dang, man, that's too much. I mean, I understand, but by being pulled apart by teams of horses? Enough of this farce. The Queen Mother, she's gonna speak up. She's gonna speak up. Your Highness, Cars, how did you get here? That man is an incompetent buffoon with not even a speck of talent, nor does he harbor any wild ambitions. He is a wholly insignificant little man. I'm sure every single one of you knows extremely well that it is absolutely inconceivable for a man like him to have orchestrated this rebellion. Of course, it was all done by me. She's actually coming out here, and now she's protecting him. I was the one behind it all. If you're going to have Ro-ai torn apart by horses, then you should have me chained to those beasts. Your Highness, why don't you just try it, say? That cannot be done. It is Ro-ai who's been declared guilty of acting as the leader of the rebellion, not yourself, Mother. Why, you say? Highness, please get back. Are you going to kill them too? Even those two, the two children that I had with Ro-ai? Are you going to take them over from me too? You're shook. What did she just say? Say, so as to prevent... Yo, she just revealed it herself to the world. So as to prevent any further occurrences of these rebellions, I'm obligated to thoroughly extinguish any sparks that may grow to become a threat to our state in the future. He doesn't mean that. Say doesn't mean that. He's not the type of person to do that, man. There's no way in hell. What the hell? Did the Queen Mother just fall? What just happened? Beaky. No, we're reading another chapter. We're reading another chapter. And that's her in her prime. Yo, she looked so fine in her prime, bro. So beautiful in her prime. And I'm over here tripping. I was like, is that the Queen Mother? Earlier this morning. We already saw the Queen Mother when she was younger. I'm tripping, man. I'm tripping. A woman in her beautiful dance enough to bewitch any man that laid eyes on her. All but a prelude to the life of darkness that would follow. Gotta save this panel, man. The Queen Mother was a goddess when she was younger. Look at this. Man, dude. Jeez. Beaky. The Queen Mother actually... I was betrayed by the man I loved. Used and discarded like a tool so that he could further his own status. That was when the downfall of my life began. Given away like an object to a man I did not even love. Who, just like the one before him, would abandon me as well. After that, I was left at the mercy of those around me, not just shunned or spurned, but outright hated. This whore spreading her legs for chin scum! Slut! Man, I'm sure that your childhood and content also had its fair share of harsh memories. But for an adult like me, those were far crueler, far more painful days. Several years later, the one who had abandoned me and escaped to Kanyo by himself actually became crown prince. That said, I was also brought to Kanyo as his consort. But to me, that did not feel like salvation, since by then I didn't even see the point anymore. No matter what I did, everything felt so empty and meaningless, like living in a world without color. But then, I would meet Ro-ai, and through him and the two children he's blessed me with, I began to feel a change. Imagine a dry, parched piece of land that had only known drought for 20 years, becoming rejuvenated by rain and water. That was what my heart felt like. It was Ro-ai who brought meaning back to my life. I know that the crimes committed by Ro-ai cannot be pardoned, likewise for myself and the things I've done. But I beg you to please spare the lives of our two children. You know something, man? When I first saw Ro-ai and the Queen Mother, I originally just thought in my mind, I said, you know, she's just using him for something. You know, it's not like that's an actual loving relationship there. And I still don't know if it's factual, because she could be acting, or she could, because we know that she still also loves, like, it's still somewhere deep inside something for Rufui. But damn it, man, to go through all this, you know, screw Ro-ai and Rufui. Just love for her children, man. She's willing to bow down by herself and say, screw it, man, screw me, just spare their lives, man. There's nothing that they had, that they do not carry the sins of the father or slash mother. Let them live. They had nothing to do with this. Let's wipe the slate clean, man. Even if you take me out, just spare them. Spare them. You know, just knowing how the Queen Mother has been, you know, going back to whenever we first met her up until now, for her to say these words, guys. Kingdom greatness, man. Things have turned out like this. It has become very clear to me that the two children I had with Ro-ai mean the world to me. If I were to lose them too, I would have nothing left. This irredeemable life of mine would lose what little meaning it has left. Everything. Well, everything will. I know what I ask is beyond being unreasonable, but please say, I beg you to please spare those two children. This is my first and last ever plea to you as your mother. Come on, say, man. Say stands, mother. Though it pains me to say this, I'm afraid I cannot agree to your request. What? The reason being, just as I said earlier, we cannot allow any seeds to grow. This may split this nation apart in the future. She's attacking him. Hey! You bastard, I'll kill you. Let me go. Could you be so heartless, treat me like this? Who do you think you are? I regret ever giving birth to you. I knew that giving birth to you was a mistake. If I knew this was going to happen, I would have killed you while you were still in my belly, yo. You don't say stuff like that. Queen Mother. Ko is crying. Why would you say something as hurtful as that? Isn't His Majesty also one of your children? Your own flesh, so true. I didn't even think of that. That's so true. It's like, how do you think he feels? It's like you're willing to risk your life for them? But not for Say? You say something as ridiculous as that? It's as you say those words to His Majesty, but I ask you, right now you're risking your life for those two children, this passion you're trying to save them, this love. What couldn't you just have shared even just a tiny portion of that with Say someone? That's factual. That's facts. I know that compared to you, I may have had a carefree life up till now, a life without hardship or worries, so I know that I might not be worthy enough to say these things, but no matter how harshly the rest of the world may treat you, to His Majesty, you are still the one and only mother He has in this world. Let him know, Ko-chan! Let him know, Ko! Ko-chan, Your Highness, I think that's enough. Did we not prepare ourselves for this outcome? On that night, we decided to rebel against Jin, and we have lost. I'm so sorry, even though I swore that I would not let you cry again. Even though I did everything I could, it wasn't enough. I'm so sorry, Your Highness. It's a shame about the children, but please do not fret. I will look after them in the next world too. Your Highness, it was only through meeting you that my life found meaning. And through you, I found happiness, bro. What is going on, man? My feels, bro. Your Highness, thank you so much. Ro-ai. I gotta keep reading, bro. I got. What do you mean? I gotta keep reading. This banner, which has overcome so many trials and tribulations, will someday become the emblem that represents China itself. The bond between parent and child. Dude, I'm sorry if this camera's been. I don't even know. This has been too good, bro. I apologize, man. Kyoukai, my love. It's a Kyoukai panel. You gotta save it. As the wounds from rebellion heal, the days of war will come once again. The Shiji records of the grand historian Qin Shi Huang basic annals say thus, excuse me. Wait, but was Ro-ai killed? Did Ro-ai die? What about the Queen Mother? What about the children? But what man could say, bro? As a king, he has that. And he has to throw, I understand that he has to think about the future of Qin. He has to think about his people. But what decision did he make, man? Does it say it? 238 April, Qin King Zen is surrounded the city of Yong, and granted the right to bear a sword, learns of a revolt headed by Lao Ai. Through a forgery of the Queen Mother's seal, Lao Ai raises armies throughout the counties and incites the men of Rong Di to siege Yang together. Having realized this king dispatches Lord Chang Ping and Chang Wen to engage the Ai army. The revolt is held at the royal capital of Zhangyang. So hundreds are executed by beheading. Many are rewarded for their services. Father, kill him. Kill son of a, he murdered my daughter. Ruki, Lao Ai, and his fellow conspirators are all torn apart. They actually died by horses. Look, the crow man is staring. Their respective families are also wiped out to the last man. Queen Mother, she died. So she was executed as well. Bro, man, that last chapter, man, it hurt. I can't lie to you guys, it hurt. Because I understand where Say's coming from. But then Cole, man, Jesus was bringing facts. It's like, why couldn't you share even an ounce of that love with Say? Kingdom, man. Further 4,000 families related to the revolt were banished to the lands of Shu. And so, here's Rufui. The greatest coup d'etat ever attempted in Qin history by Lao Ai's hand ended in failure, and now he's stroking his beard. But you can just see the difference in his facial expression. What do we have here? I'm surprised your head is still attached to your neck. It's quite a harsh thing to be joking about, Sensei. I'm afraid my trial is still in progress. I see. Still even with these men we're keeping Still, even with these men here, keeping you under guard, it's quite kind of the king to allow you this measure of freedom. Perhaps they are trying to make me ill at ease. After all, we are talking about Shohei-kun here. Now then, Chancellor of the State, what do you think will become of this reborn state of Qin? Honestly speaking, I don't believe there exists even a single person who knows the answer to that question. And for that reason is, our young king has fixed his sights on a goal that has never been attempted in the last 500 years. Uncharted territory, if you will. Well, with that said, there's no doubt that we will be entering a more ferocious era. It will make even King Shou and the Six Greats turn pale. The strange thing is, I cannot deny that somewhere in my heart a part of me cannot help but be excited at this prospect. To think that even I would, to have touched the heartstrings of even Rufui. It would seem His Majesty is a man of considerable talents, after all. That's Say, man. Phew, I'd have expected nothing less. Is this factual? So Rufui and the Queen Mother were the ones that came from this. Was this stated before? I'd have expected nothing less of my son. No way. Why didn't that pop in my brain? Even if it was stated before, like, why didn't that pop in there? Like, it's, of course, they were having so many relations back then, right? So Rufui was the no pullout guy all along. Rufui was the no pullout guy. No way. My son? Look, the guys on the bottom, they're shook too. What? One of the things recorded within the Shiji is the theory of Say being the son of Rufui. So it's factual? As you're aware, Biki, the Queen Mother, and I were engaged in the past. Oh my god, dude. after my ties breaking with her and delivering her to the previous king, it didn't take long for the signs of her pregnancy to show. Then does that mean I had thought that with the help of a little luck, I would have been able to reign over Shin not only through myself, but two entire generations, father and son? No. But alas, after I calculated the number of days after the birth, it would seem the timing did not match. Wait, what? So it's not his son? Did you, dear me, did you take me seriously? That was just a joke. But the Shiji then goes on to declare that the dates did not match. Damn it, man. Yo, they got me. Yo, they got me. They got me. I really thought that was factual. Please do not make such terrifying jests. I think I just lost a year of my life. Me too. I just lost a year of mine. There have been times when I've think of myself, what if that were true? What if he really was my son? Well, I suppose that just goes to show how deeply the Queen Mother, the King, and myself are related to one another. That's highly factual. Like a knot so deeply entangled that it has become impossible to pull us apart. And it was only through all three of us finally settling this affair between us that a passage leading to a new era has now opened before our eyes. Dog, man, this arc, bro. Bro. Such are the pains of childbirth, huh? Even His Majesty cannot bring himself to smile despite being the victor. I'm not surprised. After all, the one thing that has been damaged the most by this conflict is the bond between His Majesty and the Queen Mother. So she's still alive? It would seem that it was none other than His Majesty who argued for leniency on the two children's part until the very end. What? It was none other than His Majesty who argued for leniency on the two children's part until the very end. So the kids are still alive too. The kids are still alive. Okay, hold on. Say. Your Majesty, how is she? Well, occasionally we can hear her crying in grief, or now she appears to have fallen asleep. I'm afraid she's left her food and drink practically untouched. I see. I'm sorry, but could you leave us for a few moments? Bro. Yo, she's in tears, man. She's broken. This is beyond the broken universe. This is beyond Matt Hardy and Brother Nero. She is broken. But she lost her eye. Did she lose her kids too? Yo, Say's looking over. Die already, you damn brat. Everything that she did to him, man. Just like when he was a kid. I'm amazed that both of us managed to survive until this day. Though you may have lost everything you hold dear, regardless of all that has happened, at least your journey is now over. This long thorn-ridden path that you have walked barefoot over is finally... Mother. Your two children have been secretly smuggled out of the city and are being sheltered elsewhere, as I would be forced to execute them should they be exposed. Only a handful of people know of their existence. I do not know how many years it will take, but the payday piece truly comes to our lands. I swear that I will reunite them with you. Do not let yourself waste away, Mother. So please. Bro, that got to me, man. That got to me, bro. As a person I'm very close to my mom too, man. Bro, he got them out of there. Your two children have been secretly smuggled out of the city and are being sheltered elsewhere, as I would be forced to execute should they be exposed. So he saved them. He said, because he understands. Now that he has kids of his own, he understands, bro. He understands. I swear that I will reunite them with you. Bro, this series is phenomenal, bro. This series is phenomenal, man. It truly is. It truly is. Say went beyond. I mean, even as a duty as king, he knows what this could prove to the future of Jin. He knows what could happen. But he decided to let them live, smuggle them out of the city, and only a handful of people know of it. He decided to let them live. To let them live life because they do not bear the sins of their parents. And he even comes over, man, and he understands how much pain his mother must be in. I'm gonna let this sink in, guys. I'm gonna let this sink in, man. Yo, man, Kingdom is phenomenal, bro. This series is amazing, bro. Truthfully speaking, man, if you aren't reading Kingdom, you aren't living, bro. I love this series, bro. Nothing more needs to be said. This arc truly has to be right under Coalition for me right now, bro. I think that's safe to say, man. The twists, the turns, the emotional moments, the mind games, the dialogue, the hype, the relationships, man, the character moments, what it truly means to be human. You guys have nostrils for day, man. Kingdom is amazing, and if you have someone out there that you know is thinking about getting into the series, you don't know, and they're thinking about it, and you don't know, tell them to read it, man. When I come back, we'll be here for 4:38. What an amazing couple chapters, bro. This coming a very ceremony arc, man. And people tell me it only gets better. I mean, how, bro? How? If it gets better, yo, it might enter my top 3. It might enter my top 3. Thank you all for watching, man. Stay awesome sauce, bro.